Joe Ray,
Hank.
congratulations. You're inducted into the USA Water Ski and Wake Sports Foundation Hall
Thank
of
you,
Fame.
sir.
And man, what a great honor.
It's an incredible honor. I'm happy to be here. It's just amazing to me.
Well, you know, I've seen you ski way back in 2001, going back to the national championships there, and I'm just amazed at the positive energy that you radiate
Back in Altamont Springs.
and in Altamont Springs, and the whole disabled community is so positive and happy, and everybody just cheers everybody on. I think it's just such an inspiration, not only for myself, but everybody that you've been able to encounter with.
Yeah, water skiing was, you know, being in wheelchair athletics, when I first was disabled, I tried a lot of different sports. And water skiing, adapted skiing, was really the one I latched onto. And I found that it was pretty much a very inclusive sport. And what I mean by that was that it was the people, the water ski community, water ski family was very, welcomed you with open arms. And all you needed was a board and a ski boat, and you could go ski. So everybody was very welcoming. So not only do we support each other, but the whole water ski family supports everybody.
That's what I find so amazing is when I was at the Nationals, it's just everybody was so happy. They all talk with each other, but they were just also so excited about being able to go out and ski.
Absolutely, yeah. It gives us freedom on the water. It gives you a, you can ask anybody that skis, I mean, they're going to tell you there's nothing better than making that turn and feeling like you're on a rail going around a buoy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, how did you get into skiing to begin with? How did this all come about?
I was at a camp down in Alabama, and this gentleman named Phil Martin was running adaptive water skiing down there. And he said to me, he said, "Hey, Joe, come out and try this water skiing." He said, and I go like, I can't ski. I've never skied in my life. And he convinced me to do it, and I tried it, and I said, wow, this is great. I loved it. I said, this is better than sliced bread. I got to have one of these boards. I said, this is better than sliced bread. So I started skiing, and then I actually bought a ski of my own. I started coming back to see his program. He had a program called Adaptive Aquatics, and skiing with him, and I started helping him teach so I could get more ski time. But then I really found out what it was about. It's about teaching the kids and people to find out about water skiing. So that's really kind of been my driving force all these years, you know, just that one moment in time.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, you've definitely picked up on it because you've won like 30 gold medals. I mean, the world championships that you've been in, and your world championship medals, and being on, you know, all the U.S. teams. That has to be phenomenal in itself. Yeah,
the U.S. teams were, you know, team competition. You know, and truthfully, it's not just about the teams. You're representing your country, and that's a big deal. So you really don't take that lightly. And there's nothing better than being on the podium up there and hearing the national anthem playing behind you.
Oh, that's got to make you chill.
Oh, yeah, every single time.
Oh,
and I can watch an event on TV like the Olympics, and if there's someone up there getting it with a flag there, and it takes me right back to that moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you say is your most special moment that you've had skiing?
Probably my first World Championships. I was in Melton, Australia, my first USA World team, and I was in last place. I barely made the finals because of a perfect pass problem, and I was supposed to be the second skier up in the water. Well, what happened that day was the winds kicked up, and they switched the rounds around because they wanted some other skiers to ski first because they were more involved. So I ended up being the second to last skier.
Oh my
So
God.
during that day, I watched everybody try to ski in very choppy waters. We're talking whitecaps on a slalom course.
It's tough to ski in.
Very tough. I mean, most every single person failed that day. So I went into a tent and I sat there and I ran that slalom course in my mind 100, 200 times. And when it was my turn, I went out there and basically ran through the course, not once, but about 3 times before I,
In the Whitecaps.
in the Whitecaps. You got that right. And that was back when I was running 55K or 36 mile an hour.
Oh my
And my
gosh.
starting rope length, and that's when we were doing the inner course, starting rope length was 38 off, I think.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I came from last place, won the gold medal, set my first world record at, I think, 2 at 41
In
off.
Whitecaps?
In Whitecaps.
Oh my gosh, that's
So,
amazing.
yeah, and my father had just passed away months before, so special.
Oh man, that's amazing, amazing. The fact that you could set a record in nice water, that's amazing in itself. To do it in Whitecaps is just unbelievable.
Oh, you just don't know. You just don't know. I mean, seriously, I have a picture that was taken, and you can zoom in on that picture, and you can see the Whitecaps around me as I'm making the turn around the buoy. It's, and Jim Grew, he's a good friend of mine. He talks about that memory because he was up there on the shore watching it that day, and they were like, "What just happened?" So.
Wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yep.
And so over all these years, who in the sport has been an inspiration to you?
Probably Phil Martin, as far as teaching me, and then Bill Boness. He's always been, a person I looked up to as far as what he's done in his life. I know he was the first person inducted in the Hall of Fame, and I'm so proud that he was inducted also because he so deserved it. And but there's so many out there that I could name, but we just don't have time to do that. There's so many people.
Well,
that
that's a great testament to how many people in the sport are willing to give.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, I don't want to say I grew up, but I was there at the beginning, kind of the beginning of all this here in the States. So I kind of watched it evolve. And I met a lot of the key players and a lot of the key movers, and we kind of saw it all happen. So I was just lucky to be at the right place at the right time, I guess.
Well, it's been a treat getting to hear this, and I know it's going to be a treat getting to hear you tonight and share this with everybody. And you're one of my heroes, and I admire how you've had all these accomplishments and record after record, and you're very humble about it, but you're the Mac Daddy, and that's
well, the young guys chased me for a lot of years. They finally caught up to me, but it was a good run, so I appreciate it.
An amazing run, and I'm glad I got to be here to share this moment with you.
Thank you so much.
Being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and look forward to tonight. It's going to be special.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay, thank you so much,
Take
Joe.
care, Hank.
Yep.